Saludamos ya a Matt Schlapp, is CPAC chairman. Thank you for being with us today.
¿Cómo estás, Pedro?
Hello. Bueno, es Matt Schlapp, es jefe de la conferencia de Acción Política Conservadora de Estados Unidos. Thank you very much for being with us today. We want to speak with you about the rise of conservatism. What do you think are the reasons behind this rise?
Look, I think there's been a big pushback on globalism generally in countries around the world. The increase of energy costs because of the war on fossil fuels, the war on families who were trying to teach traditional values to their children in many of these sectors, and the economic consequences towards socialist economic policies that are making it harder for people who aren't wealthy to take care of their families and pay for the basic cost of living.
In the last weeks or the last months, in the European case, for example, we have Macron in France, Scholz in Germany with problems, and we have Le Pen in France, for example, or Viktor Orbán rising in their numbers. Why do you think this is happening in Europe?
Well, let me just say it was an honor for my wife, Mercedes, and me to be in Madrid for the great Viva 24 conference there at the invitation of Santiago Abascal. And to have all those leaders from Europe be in Spain talking about their shared experiences and the policies they want to see, I think in Germany, in France, certainly in America, you're seeing the negative impacts on unfettered illegal migration or illegal immigration, as we say in America, where in America, our southern border has been opened by Joe Biden. Millions of people who are criminals and who are have no background checks have come into America, and across people's ideological perspectives and politics, this has destabilized our cities and created great havoc. I think they're seeing similar problems throughout Europe. Immigration is one of these issues that the left has bungled because they don't believe in borders, they don't believe in national sovereignty. And one of the reasons why you're seeing problems in these countries throughout Europe with the established ruling parties is that they're on the wrong side of immigration.
Of these politicians, these conservative politicians like Donald Trump are promoting protectionist actions. Do you see a shift towards nationalism, or do you think are we facing the end of globalism?
Yes, I think we are. Look, in America, I think the re-election of Donald Trump has ended this terrible racial divide in the country where the elites in society were trying to tell the American children that America is a racist, terrible place. And the American people don't believe that about their country. I think something is true on with this on globalism as well, where we were sold in America that this would result in cheaper products and this would result in, easy facilitated travel and more peace and harmony around the globe. And what globalism has really resulted in is the rise of China and the our economy destabilizing and the American people struggling with paying for the basics of life, like food and energy and medicine. And in America, people are more and more worried that we are completely reliant on China from everything from computer chips, technology, to our basic medicines. Everything, it seems like, is emanating from China. And they want to reverse that course. And part of that is using American energy, being able to rely on American, locally grown food sources, and making sure that when it comes to basic questions like medicine, that they're produced in America and that they're readily available. And I think the people of Spain, the people of France, the people of Germany want to have those same, reliable supply chains. And I think Viktor Orbán is someone who kind of reignited the idea of the nation state in Europe. And it's amazing, even though Hungary is a small country, it's helped create this whole backlash on globalism.
And Matt, the last question, what do you think will be the effects of the Trump's victory here in Europe?
Well, I think what you're already seeing is all of these political leaders in Europe are reaching out to Trump. Many of them were with him at the reopening, the beautiful reopening of the cathedral at Notre Dame. And he's receiving a lot of phone calls. Even more of that will happen after he's inaugurated. And I think America is going to be reinstated as a global power, not because it wants to run the world, not because we want to put our military all over the world or dominate people. America will play a big role in everything that goes around the globe because we want Spain to be Spain. We want France to be France. We want Germany to be Germany. We want Hungary to be Hungary. We want Italy to be Italy. And what the Prime Minister Meloni is doing in Italy, I mean, the American people are just awed by what she's doing to try to change and rehabilitate the economy in Italy. We want to see all that happen. We don't want to run the show. We want each one of these countries to work together collaboratively with America to push freedom and to have economic prosperity for all their people.
Matt Schlapp, CPAC chairman, we don't want to steal you more time. Thank you very much for being with us today here in Negocios TV.
Muchas gracias, mi amigo.
Gracias.